Hi guys, the Benidorm enthusiast here with Benidorm Stuff YouTube channel. We're having a little break from the terrible weather that we've been having recently. The sun's even out shining bright today, so we're going to take you for a walk down the strip. On the way, we're going to be having a look at how the Ambassador Hotel refurbishment's coming along, and then we're going to take you to see the work that's just started on the infamous tourist area known as the Square. This area in the new town should be buzzing all year round. It's the centre for all the action for the British tourists. But for that reason, it's been one of the hardest hit areas during the pandemic. Most of these bars rely 100% on British tourists. Some of the venues did get open, but the larger, bigger ones like Morgan's Tavern have remained closed since our initial lockdown back in March last year. With no guarantees when or on what scale British tourism will restart this year, we still don't know when these bars are going to get open. But the completion and opening of the Ambassador Player Hotel after its refurb will be a massive boost to this area. Let's go see how it's coming along. We're still not sure what they're going to do with this space on the corner opposite Morgan Tavern. Surely they have to do something. It's been such a wasted space for a long time. Being right at the start of the centre of Benidorm's nightlife, it has such potential, but we'll have to wait and see what they do. So the Ambassador Player Hotel refurbishment has really advanced since we last featured it on one of our videos. It was pretty much an empty shell back then. Look at it now, it's really starting to take shape. The pink rose glass balconies, I love it personally, the colour, but I expect it's not to everyone's taste. What do you think? Let us know in the comments. The project is set to finish before summer and the hotel is scheduled to open on the 1st of August. It'll be improved to a 4-star standard. I've had a lot of questions asking what they're doing with the pool area. They are making improvements, but they're being very tight-lipped about the specific details. So we'll keep you updated when we see it happening. The Western Saloon, or should I say the space where the Western Saloon once was, not much change here. I suppose they're focusing on getting the hotel finished before they start working on here, but it looks like they're just starting to put the foundations in. The Why Not bar opposite has managed to reopen, and it's the only bar open at this end of the strip at the moment. They extended and took over what used to be Otello Cafe at the start of last year and were only open a week before the crisis hit. So I'm really happy for Tad Page and the rest of the team to see them get these doors open again. A little bit further along we've got Hotel California and the Crown Pub. The Crown was one of the few places that got opened on this stretch last year. They had it rocking with live entertainment, so let's hope it's not too long before we see that happening again. Stardust, Jail Rock and Rockefeller's next on this stretch. 3 great bars, all right next to each other. Sadly, we haven't seen any of them open for a very long time. Fingers crossed for this year. The Red Lion did manage to get open for a little while last year, but it had to close again when the British tourists left. I'm sure it won't be too long before we see the neon lights shining bright again from this place. Approaching the Square now, and there's another 2 bars here that did manage to get open last year. The Rose and Crown, that was a new bar and it did all right for its first year, all things considered. And then opposite there's the Queen's Arms, which has also had some work done and looks really smart. I'll be looking forward to seeing both these bars get open again. So what are they doing to the square? Well, a lot of the budget will be spent underground, improving the water infrastructure. New drainage and drinking water pipes will be installed, and they're also extending the pedestrian area for this part right behind me. Outside Zodiac and Chaplin's will also be a pedestrian only zone. This project was supposed to start earlier in the year. I'm not sure what the hold-up has been, but eventually it's got underway. The budget is a whopping €1 million for this area. It has come under some criticism, with some people saying that the money would be better spent helping local businesses recover from the crisis. But there's one thing that we definitely cannot argue about: the square was long overdue for a rejuvenation. At night, when all the lights are on and it's full of people, you really don't notice, but during the day you can see how tired and run down this area has become, and no matter how much they jet washed it, the smell of urine and vomit never left. The whole street will be repaved with a bright, colourful design. I'm excited to see what they come up with for the design of this area. Anything will be an improvement in my opinion. It's certainly been neglected for quite some time. I don't recall them doing any work on this area except for the bars themselves in the last 20 years. The existing palm trees will be treated and will remain, and there'll be new ones planted to replace the ones that have been damaged over the years. New seating and LED lighting will be installed right the way down the street to complete the stylish makeover. They expect to have the majority of the work completed for when British tourists can return en masse. I've heard rumours of a 12-week timeline, but that sounds very tight to me. I wouldn't be surprised to see work continuing over the summer, but we'll keep you updated as always every step of the way. Let's hope this summer that we do get to see some of these iconic night spots such as Cafe Benidorm and Sinatra's open their doors with a brand new square to mark the occasion. Just the fact that they're investing so much into this area gives us all hope, and that they're confident that British tourists will return to our resort. From me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed a little update of what's going on in our area. Leave us a comment. I bet you've got some funny stories to tell of nights on the square, so let us know about them in the comments. And make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any further updates. And check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and TikTok at Benidorm Enthusiast. Stay positive and stay safe.